You might not realize it, but right now there's a silent war being fought, and it's for the future of your wallet. Yeah, I'm talking about a fight that's happening everywhere from the halls of Congress all the way to the mountains of Davos. And it all boils down to one single question that could literally change what we think of as money.
Okay, so picture this. You're at the World Economic Forum in Davos, right? Super exclusive. On one side of the stage, you've got this guy, Francois Villeroy de Galhau. He's the governor of France's central bank. We're talking the old guard, the established financial order. And on the other side, the CEO of Coinbase, one of the biggest names in crypto. And the tension between them? Wow. It perfectly captures the heart of this whole conflict we're going to dive into. Who actually gets to control the new digital economy?
And this is the question. This is what it all comes down to. Should your digital money earn you interest? I know, it sounds super simple, right? But believe me, the answer to that one little question could totally dismantle the banking system as we know it. It could challenge the US dollar itself and literally redraw the entire global map of financial power. It's a huge deal.
All right, so let's set the stage. You've basically got two camps in this fight. In one corner, you've got the traditional banks and their regulators. They're, fighting to protect the system that's been in place for 100 years. And in the other corner, you've got the crypto innovators, and they truly believe they're building something better, a faster, fairer, more open financial future for all of us.
Okay, before we get any deeper, we need to get on the same page about what we're even talking about. The battlefield here is something called stablecoins. The easiest way to think about them is like digital poker chips for the crypto world. They hold their value, they stay stable, because for every single digital dollar that's out there, there's a real US dollar or something super safe like a government bond locked away in a reserve. It's that one-to-one peg that makes them the bedrock, the stable foundation for the entire crypto economy.
So, why all the drama? What's the big deal? Well, the traditional banking world is, frankly, terrified of stablecoins that pay interest. Their argument is pretty straightforward. If a stablecoin starts paying you interest, well, doesn't that make it an unregulated bank account? They see it as a total recipe for disaster. They're worried about systemic risk. What happens if one of these big stablecoin companies just collapses? And of course, they bring up the classic fear of creating new ways for money laundering. But then the crypto community comes right back at them with a really simple but really powerful argument. It's all about fairness. They're basically saying, hold on a second. The companies that issue these stablecoins, they're already making billions of dollars in interest from all those reserves they're holding. So why shouldn't that profit go back to the actual users, the people who own the digital dollars in the first place? It's really a classic showdown, isn't it? The old guard protecting their turf versus the new innovators trying to blow the whole thing open.
So you might think this is all just some theoretical debate for economists. Nope. This is a full-blown political war, and it's happening right now in Washington, D.C. And honestly, everything is just ground to a complete halt.
And if you want proof of the gridlock, just look at this number. There's a really important stablecoin bill that is completely, utterly paralyzed in the Senate Banking Committee. Why? Because it's been bogged down by more than 130 amendments. I mean, can you believe that? And let's be real about what's going on here. The traditional banking lobby is one of the most powerful forces in Washington, and they are fighting tooth and nail to keep this new competition out of their sandbox.
And the chaos? Oh, it doesn't stop there. It gets even crazier. You literally have two different Senate committees pushing two completely different bills for the future of crypto. The Banking Committee, they want to ban interest on stablecoins completely. Done. Meanwhile, the Agriculture Committee, yeah, you heard that right, is pushing a way more crypto-friendly bill. The result? Total complete paralysis. And just to throw another wrench in the works, you've got former President Trump saying he wants to make the US the global crypto capital. It's just a huge, messy mix of conflicting agendas. Okay, so while America is busy tying itself in political knots, guess what? The rest of the world isn't waiting around. Other global powers are making big moves, and this is where the fight for the future of money goes from a domestic squabble to a truly geopolitical chess match.
Just look at this number. It's absolutely staggering. China's state-backed digital currency platform, it's called mBridge, has seen its transaction volume explode by over 2,500%. It's already processed a mind-boggling $55 billion. They are not messing around, they are moving at lightning speed.
And here's the kicker. This is their masterstroke. China is doing the exact thing the US is stuck debating. They're paying interest on their digital yuan. And you have to understand, this isn't just some nice feature, it's a strategic weapon. It's designed to get the whole world to start using their currency, to build what they call parallel clearing rails, which is basically a fancy way of saying a whole new financial system that operates completely outside of US influence. It's a direct challenge to the dollar's dominance on the world stage.
Okay,
Okay, I know that's a lot of high-level political and financial drama. So what does any of this actually mean for you, for your bank account, for the tech you use? Let's bring it all home and connect the dots.
All right, let's run through this. First up, your bank account. Simple. If interest-bearing stablecoins get the green light, they could offer way better returns than your regular savings account. That would completely shake up the banking industry. Next, U.S. innovation. This gridlock in Washington, it's a massive problem. It risks a huge brain drain, with the smartest people and billions in cash just packing up and moving overseas. Then there's the big picture, the dollar. China's move is a direct shot at the dollar's status as the world's go-to currency. But, we have to remember, for millions of people in places with collapsing economies like Venezuela, these stablecoins aren't some abstract threat. They are a literal lifeline. And finally, this all ties into the future of tech itself. You've got platforms like Ethereum that are sprinting towards a totally decentralized financial system, and they're aiming to get there by 2026.
So, where does that leave us? With this one big question. At the end of the day, this isn't just some nerdy debate about code or currency. It's a fundamental question about power, about control, and about what the future is going to look like. Technology is forcing us to completely redefine what money even is. And the fight to write the new rules, it's already started. And whoever wins, well, they're going to shape the global economy for generations to come.